know you get engrossed in your work, but
Yes, I am. You know
see those hemostats, how they go in there and they grab that? See, he's pulling the tape off of that.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right
That's
now.
Andy's head.
I'm using the.
That's his
my
gray hair.
hemostat.
Andy, you have a lot of gray hair.
Yeah, I know that.
You can really see it good on the camera.
Oh, I'm glad you can. I started this morning, it was all black. Okay, and now I'm
You
going to
didn't know you were going to be filming today, so you didn't put your makeup
I
on.
would have put my makeup on, yeah. Now, for this little trick, I have a really long hemostat.
A long hemostat, okay.
And I slide it between the battery and the cable. It goes all the way through.
Okay.
Okay, and as you bend down and you look underneath, you can see the bottom of the hemostat.
Okay.
You can take the end of your wire.
And it's going to be right there underneath the oil tank? Is that where it's going to be?
That's absolutely correct. And you can open your hemostat, and all of a sudden,
Oh, there it is.
and you
I see
open
it.
it up and you pull it right through.
Okay.
And there it is.
All right.
So now you got all your lights installed. Now we're ready for the wiring.
All right. So now we're going to hook everything up to the fuse and the switch.
All right, now we take our switch, we make sure our little button is tightened down, make sure that you got some good switch action there, and you pull your little cover there, and right behind the coil there, there's a little metal bracket there, and usually that's a very good spot. You place your switch with the wires facing towards the inside of the bike,
Right.
and you just place it nice and flat, and there you go.
That's
Gotta
great.
twist the ends a little bit and you push it right through and they come out right there.
Perfect. And they're right there under the seat. And there's your switch wires. There it is, right like that.
I take my fuse. You're gonna have a spade on here and a blue connector, and you put a heat shrink on the blue front connector side. And make sure you have your little booty on with the cover on.
Oh yeah, make sure. We wouldn't want to short anyone of their booty.
Okay. I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna find another one that has already a booty on it.
Yeah, make sure the guy gets his booty.
You slip your heat shrink there. Leave the fuse out until you're ready.
Yes, safety, right?
Safety first.
Safety. With no fuse, no power.
No power.
As they say in Tennessee, no fuse, no power. So you got a 10 mil wrench there,
I got a
huh?
10 mil wrench. I loosen up the table just a little bit where I can slip in my spade and go ahead and retighten it up. Now sometimes
sure not to touch the wrench
as you're
to the
tightening
frame,
up
right?
and if you lean against the tank, you're going to get a little zip.
And you definitely don't want to touch the frame.
You don't want to
With
touch
your
the
wrench.
tank. After with your wrench, I'm talking with your forearm.
Even with your forearm, it grounds out, does it?
You actually act as a conductor and you get a little zing.
Isn't that something? So there's the fuse. Now the other end of that fuse is going to go to one end of that switch. And that'll be with the one with the butt connector.
Now, we're going to go back to our switch here. We got our two wires. Doesn't matter which, as long as you separate them and you're going to connect your power lead to one end of that switch wire. That's what I'm going to go ahead and do right now. All right, pull back the insulation, give it a little twist. Make sure I got no loose strands, and I'll slip it right through. Right, I'll grab my trusty crimpers here. See, I had
Make sure your heat shrink's on there, right? Make sure your heat shrink's on there.
Make sure your heat shrink's on there, which you placed in there before.
Right.
You go ahead and you give it a nice good crank. You pull on it, make sure it's nice and tight. You take your heat shrink and just pull it right over. Now that's ready for the heat gun, but we're not going to do that just yet.
You do all your heat shrinks at the same time, makes it a little faster.
Now you look for all your wires that you just ran, the lights from the two sides of the tank and the one underneath, and we got them all together there. And you trim them out nice and even. Now they're nice and even there. You pull back the installation a little bit.
You're good to go. Both of them. You left yours plugged in. I just gave them a new one.
Thank you.
You're good to go. They won't bother you.
I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, we're back.
Okay.
All right, so Andy, you got all those wires connected up
I got
underneath
connected
there.
all those
Did you get
wires.
those all heat shrinked?
And I got them all shaped up real nice and
Okay.
nice and neat. I'm about to insert my fuse for the first time.
All right, because that's the last thing you do is put the fuse in. There's the fuse. Nothing, no smoke yet.
See no smoke, so that's a good sign.
Now we're gonna see lights when you press the switch.
I'm gonna go ahead and push in the switch.
Let's see.
We
Ta-da!
have light.
There they are.
We have light.
There they are. I guess you hooked everything up right, Andy.
It looks good, but I need to walk around the bike today. Absolutely sure I have all my lights up.
Absolutely, and that there's not anything that isn't on at its full intensity. Boy, that looks pretty.
Alright, I checked my horn. I got a nice green glow under there.
Oh yeah, nice.
Got my light there. I got my nice 15 strip light there underneath it. That's beautiful.
That's going to be something. That transmission cover, I'm going to go over and take a look at that right now. That transmission cover is actually going to be something that's really lit. Look at that in there. That whole chamber is just filled with light. 15 lights on that strip. Boy, that looks good. Yeah, and then you got your other side, everything. Let me come over there with the camera. I'm going to take it off of here and see if I can't.
And all my lights are working.
Everything's working. Should be, of course. So we don't doubt that it wouldn't, but we like to know that it is. Look at all that light underneath there, coming down, shining down behind the breather. Up from under the tank. Now that's an ultimate engine kit right there, baby.
That's it.
That's an ultimate
But on this
engine
particular
kit.
model, there's so many options. You can put so many more lights on this and really light it up even more.
Light up the wheels. Although these solid wheels are tough. But you can light them up from the swing arm, right?
Yeah,
we light these.
We'll do a couple on the swing
We
arm.
light these right behind the swing arm. We put them right in there on the back side, on the inside there.
And we'll place my finger. We place them right here.
in there.
Place in this way.
And
So
then-
when he gets his chrome swing arm or cover, that will shine up really nice.
Right. Right, so we could do that, and then front wheel, we've got spoked wheels here. Spoked wheels do all right. That's what we have on our bike, but they're, you know, obviously if you've got a real nice chrome wheel, the lights are going to look better. So it just depends on what you have. But these are things he can do later. But right now his engine's looking real good. Thank you, Andy.
You're welcome.
Great job. Take a bow for the camera. There we go.